Hello everyone. I'm glad that I have an opportunity to share with you some information about one very important topic. For the last 70 years, women have been dealing with the same problem with very little improvement. Statistics show that women are still facing gender discrimination in the workforce, even though it has been almost 50 years since gender discrimination has been declared as illegal. I believe the time has come for things to change. In my opinion, government and employers are the most important part of problem solution. Companies should develop and implement strategies that will help women break the infamous glass ceiling, and the government should monitor and enforce existing laws and policies regarding gender discriminations. I spent a lot of time researching this problem and I was very unpleasantly surprised with the information I found. I researched mostly government sources such as Bureau of Economic and Business Affairs, Bureau of Labor Statistics, and some other government websites. I will share with you the information about what problems are women facing in the workforce today, what can government and employers do, how this will solve the problem, and what are the opposing viewpoints. Although this speech is going to be focused on a problem that usually women encounter, I believe it is equally important for everyone because it affects all of us. Many of us are women in the workforce and we are directly affected by this, and others who are not directly affected by this, like men, surely have someone close who is. The problem of gender discrimination in the workforce consists of three things. The first problem is the fact that women earn less than men. Research showed that women earned only 77 cents for every dollar earned by men. This is a problem because the wage gap between men and women affects women's buying power, which means that they will spend less money. This has a negative effect on the entire economy, and for the economy that is trying to recover from recession, it is crucial to have people with high buying power. Most of the women work in so-called pink-collar jobs such as retail sales, food service, and home health care. Unfortunately, even in those sectors, women earn less than men. Since more and more women are becoming single parents, consequently, they also became primary providers for their families. Because pink-collar sectors pay very low wages, these women and their families are facing low quality of life and in some cases even poverty. Another problem women are facing is the glass ceiling phenomenon. According to the recent research, women held only 16.6% of Fortune 500 board seats and less than 3% of CEO positions in Fortune 500 companies. This has been proven to be a very bad business decision because studies show that companies who had more women on their boards did much better financially than those companies who didn't have women on boards. Considering all this, the problem of gender discrimination is affecting everyone and therefore it needs to be solved. The solution for this problem lays in joint effort of government and employers. The US government has already enacted some laws, but in order to achieve gender equality in the workforce, government needs to monitor and enforce those laws. Government can establish an agency which will make sure that laws are followed by everyone. It also can provide educational seminars for employers considering what benefits gender diversity has. Employers should start with the understanding what it means to have more women in leading positions. After that, they should develop leadership programs that will teach women how to become effective leaders, and they also should develop their own policies considering hiring and promoting processes which will allow women to reach those top-level positions. If the US government establishes an agency that will monitor companies for gender discrimination laws and provides punishment for breaking those laws, then companies would be somewhat forced to follow the rules. Similar has happened in food service businesses. Government established agency called the Food Safety and Inspection Service, which conducts regular and surprise inspections of food service businesses. Educational seminars for employers will give them an insight on what it means to have more women in leading positions. When they realize that more female leaders mean more money, they will probably try to do something about it. Things like leadership programs will give companies more qualified people to fill managing positions, and if they want more women on boards, they can adjust those programs to better fit women. When the hiring and promoting processes are also adjusted, that will give women the chance to reach those highly desired positions. Some people say that this problem is not that big, and they also say that women willingly choose low-level positions because they want work-life balance. Just to show you how big this problem is, I will give you an example of how much money one woman loses during her lifetime. If she works full-time, that means that she gets $150 less in her weekly paycheck. If she works all year, that's $8,000 less at the end of the year and approximately $380,000 over a lifetime. And for those who say that women choose low-level position, the truth is that when a job has been positioned for decades as one of the only acceptable professions for a woman, it is not any surprise that women choose that job. Well, I shared with you today many information about gender discrimination in the workforce, and I hope that I helped you to understand what it means for our society to have this problem and how it can be solved. At the end, I think it is safe to say that gender discrimination is our reality and that we need to do something about it. Maybe we can all start by writing a letter to our senator, or maybe we can send some statistics to our managers. Thank you all for listening, and I hope I made you at least think about this problem.